Just a quick update on me. I got a call. Scared me to death because I got a call early in the morning on Sunday. Must have been around 7, maybe 7 or 8. And it was my doctor. I left a message, and she said, call me back, page me, and she told me what steps to follow. And I was having a little bit of a hard time because what she was telling me to do wasn't working, and I'm like, just leaving messages for the office. And finally I just tried clicking something else, and finally it said, would you like us to page the doctor? And because she insisted she needed to speak to me right away. And so that scared the crap out of me. I don't see the gastroenterologist for the colonoscopy until Monday. She is booked the whole month through September here in Pearland, so I got to go out by my son's school. She also has an office by my son's school, so I have to do that on Monday. So at first I thought it was that, but she says that she hasn't gotten those records, but she was going over my blood work, and she said, you have extremely low blood platelets. And I was like, isn't that the same thing as the anemia? Is all of this part of the anemia? And she said, this is beyond anemia. She said, this is what happens when people are hemorrhaging. And that's why when I was hemorrhaging, when I for whatever reason, I couldn't stop bleeding, from my uterus, that's what happened. I lost the color in my skin. The doctors didn't believe me. This is why I hated North Carolina. They are so freaking arrogant, telling me that my blood loss was in my head. I really, really wanted to take... I had to wear adult diapers. A Kotex wasn't doing it. I had to wear adult diapers. And I wanted to bring... I would fill up a large... those big commercial bags, garbage bags? I would fill one of those up in a week, if not less. And I wanted to bring a whole bag and dump it on his desk and tell me, you telling me that I'm exaggerating. They didn't believe me until my husband brought them and said, do you see her? My skin was gray. She lost all those, she looks like she's going to die. And then the doctor, he had those records for 2 weeks, and that was my appointment day. My husband went and, and to fight for me, to tell him to help me. When my husband was there, he looked at the records. He had not looked at those records in 2 weeks, and found that it said I had less than 15% blood in my body. That was 2 weeks before, and my skin was gray. And usually I've seen AIDS patients have that gray skin. They're dying, and my husband was like, you have to help her. And that's the only reason why he even looked at that. I would have died. They didn't even let me leave. They admitted me as an emergency, and had to give me true blood transfusions, had to give me a DNC, inserted a progesterone-filled IUD, and that only lasted for 6 months. And they had already scheduled, they said, look, this is just because we can't do the surgery for 6 months, and, so let's do this until this, and then you come in and do your surgery. And it didn't even last. About between the 4th or 5th month, I started bleeding again, even with the progesterone inside of me, the IUD. So it was then that I was like that. And I don't have a uterus anymore. I had a hysterectomy. And so unless I'm having internal bleeding, I have no idea what that could possibly be. And so she was scared. She's like, oh, by the way, that doctor that didn't believe me in North Carolina, he was crapping his pants because he thought that he was gonna lose his. He was an intern. He thought he was gonna lose his ability, his ability to be a doctor. Like, he didn't have his, I don't know if they call it a doctor's license, but he wasn't a full doctor yet. And he was petrified. He was pacing. He was sweating. He was shaking. He was biting his nails because he should have looked at those records and not wait. So my husband is there fighting for me. That's why I hated North Carolina. But anyway, so now my doctor's calling me on a Sunday morning. Here in Texas, doctor called me up right away as soon as she came back from vacation, when she saw those records, and said, you need to see a blood specialist. Are you bleeding? I don't have a uterus. Oh, is there blood in your stool? Well, I don't actually, quite honestly, I don't look at my stool. only said the only bleeding, and it still hasn't completely healed. I said the doctor told me that it was blood. The blood vessels were still kind of bleeding on the surface, but it's almost healed. So could it be that? I don't know. So now I'm scared. I'm like, do I have internal bleeding? So she's like, you need to see the hematologist like tomorrow. And I have appointments this whole week. So I made the appointment for next Tuesday because Monday I see my gastroenterologist about the colonoscopy and the polyps that they found. So, I made the appointment and see what's that. I don't get it. I just know that, and I've been saying this for a while, how that I'm so tired all the time, but why would my platelets be so low? I know she also said you take aspirin, and at the hospital they told me take 2 aspirins a day, baby aspirin for my heart, because that stress, thought I was having a heart attack. And so she told me to stop that, and she told me to stop taking my Aleve because that has a small amount of aspirin, but it's the only thing that helps my pain. She told me to try Tylenol. First of all, the warning sign says liver damage. I don't need that. I already have problems with my liver. And I was told that when I had my kidney procedures, when they took the stones out, don't take the Tylenol, past when your pain goes away because it could cause liver failure. So, and ever since I lost my gallbladder, I've been having pain in my liver. But yet the tests show that my liver is functioning still. And it's because my liver is doing overtime for my gallbladder. So I'm telling you, I do not know what the heck is wrong with my body. I've been having severe pain. Aleve hasn't been helping me. Tylenol hasn't been helping me. So I don't know if that's my fibromyalgia. I talked to them about it. So I'm going to see a urologist for my kidneys. I don't know what the heck, I don't know. I thought it might have been a kidney infection. They just gave me antibiotics again for kidneys and urinary tract infection. I don't feel any pain urinating, but I do feel this really severe pain in my back. But instead of traveling down, when you have problems with your kidneys, it travels downward, your pain. This pain is traveling upward. And I'm a little nervous that my liver is just getting bigger and bigger. I'm putting pressure. They said they don't think it's that, but they said your blood work is telling me that your liver is functioning fine. So, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and see urologists. I'm on antibiotics. They doubled my high blood pressure pills, and I'm doing well with taking 1 in the morning and 1 at night. I can't take 10 milligrams at one shot. I will feel like I'm going to pass out, but I'm handling the 5 milligrams in the morning and 5 at night. I haven't even taken my blood pressure, but I'll find out when I go to the doctor what it is. Hopefully it'll go down even more. So I think we got a winner finally with my high blood pressure pills. So I don't know. Unless I'm having internal bleeding, I don't know what's going on. I just know that I'm tired. That's all. I'm just tired all the time. But still busy mom. Anyway, okay, so just wanted to give you that quick update. I really want to do a look with this one. So I might do that next week, or I will finish up. I have 2 more left, my chocolate and my green. The classic series. I made a friend here on a YouTube who told me to call it the classic series, and I love that, of the trios. And then next I'm going to show you the collection I have of the 10 pans, and probably do looks with those as well. But we'll see. Maybe I'll get back on track with my newer stuff and then go back to that. We'll see. So anyway, I love you all. See you next week. As long as there's no crazy emergencies, I will see you next week. Mwah. Bye.